Hi, good morning. I'm Tommy, if you don't already know me, and welcome to join me in my little part of Thai paradise. This is Leo. This is Leo, my dog. This is Soda. That's my other half brother's dog. And this is Whiskey, my other half's brother's dogs. Right, put my breakfast down before I end up dropping it. You sit for me, Paul. Good boy. Okay. Teach you a little bit manners. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. 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 Right, that'll give you something to hunt for. I need to top up their goodies. Right, wash my hands. Well, that was absolutely delicious. I switched the camera off while I was eating there because I've not had this for quite a while, and sometimes it's quite good to do a bit of mindfulness when you're eating. I think this will be a really good complement to the spices of the ginger. It's the first time I've had ginger for quite a long time. So there's a lot of heat in that sun just now. So it's the ideal time for getting a bit of colour. 20 minutes to 9. So it was obviously a little bit later than I thought coming out. Pretty windy. Trees are sheltering it from the worst of it. See a huge stork flying about. They'll be flying to somebody's rice field. They'll sit there, they'll look for there's what, snails, huge snails. So when I across to see my other half's mum and dad a few days ago, they had a big pot of these snails. Anything that comes out of the rice fields is food. So whether it walks, crawls, roads. I just like to take photographs of them. They offered me some. Same with the frogs. I love to take photos of the frogs. But you go over sometimes, there's a little bucket. You look inside the bucket and see all these little frogs. They always offer me something. Not that I've never tried frogs. I tried frogs in China. And first time I tried frogs was in Singapore. And that's back to his mother half that went and brought this dish back from a Chinese restaurant in Singapore. And I asked what it was. She said, "Oh, just try it." So I ate it. Very fine bones. And I know rabbit. I've not tried rabbits since my early 20s. But I remember that had fine bones, so I guessed it rabbit. Said no. She thought it was quite funny when she told me it was frog. I think she was expecting a reaction, but because it tasted good, I was like, "Oh, okay." So I said, "But don't get me again. I don't really like it. Sounds stupid. And I know they kill cows and sheep and chickens all for my food. But that's what you grow up with in Scotland. And mince and tatties. So when you've been eating things like that all your life, you're fine, you don't think too much of it. But I'd rather pick the choices that I know are okay for me. I don't know if frogs get any nutrition in it or something. I'm not. I'm a batter, so it's really that obvious. The second time I had frog was a bit funnier. I was drunk and I was coming back from a night out in China, and I felt peckish like you do when you've had a few drinks. The Chinese restaurant I stopped at was like an outside, it wasn't an indoor restaurant, it was just outside. And I picked a table, it was a lovely night, picked the table, got the menu, been a bit drunk, and I'd lost my glasses, but I hadn't taken them out or whatever. But for some reason I never had my glasses on. But I was looking at the menu, I looked to what it says. Chicken. I thought it was like chicken wings because they do a big, really big wings with a good sized chunk of meat attached to it. And I'd had them there before and they were delicious, they just barbecued them. So I asked, is this chicken? And she looked at me and I'm like, and she went, oh, okay. And then, so I ordered 2 chicken wings because they're quite big. And what appeared was a full-size frog with a skewer up through its behind and out the other side, all barbecued. And I thought, oh, jeez. I thought, well, you've been killed and cooked for me, so I might as well try it. And I finished it. All that was left was the bones. I took a picture of it, and I took a picture of the bones. I don't think I'll still have that picture, but I'm going to have a look. If I do, I'll stick it on. I'll stick it on the video. I'll put it on the video so that it can be seen for anybody that wants to see a frog, a barbecued frog with a skewer stuck through its behind. When you're older, they say one of the ways to try and stop dementia, if you get to live till you're old enough, is to actually try and learn new skills. So that's certainly the case with me out here. I'm not making big efforts by spending hours trying to learn Thai, but I pick up new words every now and again. And I do, if I'm doing nothing, I sometimes put on the YouTube and just sit and watch again through the top 50 words. And I'm surprised at how many words that I do know what the meaning is before they come up. But pronouncing them is not so easy either. Because what I've started doing, this is new, I only started doing this about 3 days ago. I use Google Translate on the app if I want to say something to make sure that my other half's mum or dad know what I'm saying. Then for them to reply, I can change it to speaking Thai and the answer, the translation coming up in English. And it's been working quite good. When I tried to say the Thai word, the first time I tried it, I said the word and it came up with the proper meaning, but the meaning I understand it to be. And I went, oh, I'm getting better. The next time I tried it, I came up with a totally different word or expression from what I was meaning it to. Tried again. Then I stopped a wee bit through my nose, like a Glaswegian wide out. But I tried putting that into Thai. So, about 20 goes, it's not just knowing the words. If the person you're speaking to knows the context of what you're saying, like English, if someone says the wrong words, if they're a foreigner, you know from what they're doing, and you can usually guess what they're saying. They don't seem to do that so much in Thailand. They just look puzzled. Put this back. Cup of coffee, then water. You water the whole area now. First coffee of the day. My phone's melting, I think. This is the ideal spot for getting a bit of colour. Sometimes if I'm not doing anything, just take my top off, sit here. Nice little spot for getting my feet up. At this time in the morning, it's lovely, it's warm, it's probably melting my camera, but it's not unpleasantly hot. Let's have a look and see what temperature it says it is. Well, I'm thinking it's not overly hot. It must be the breeze because it's 29 degrees. I think we're heading for 32, 33 today. Decided to have another one of these little bananas today. We're starting to get more yellow, more ripe, but they're not overly ripe. And we'll see how it's been a bit breezy this morning. We'll see how these little wind protectors are doing. They clip into place. So in general, apart from the fact I don't know why they were off yesterday, it appears to be okay this morning. Again, I won't know until after I download the videos. I'm not used to talking to a mic, so getting it set up in the right places. I think there's a knack to it. I watch a lot of these vloggers walking around talking. It's the most natural thing in the world for them. So it appears. I think it takes quite a long time to get to it feels natural. Sitting just chatting away to you, whoever you are, the other end of the world maybe. And you're talking to someone who's not there to answer you back or to ask you a question. I know you can do it in the comments, but it's never the same. But even a conversation on the telephone, even though you don't see who you're speaking to, if it's on the telephone, you usually always know who you're speaking to. But even if it's a stranger for whatever reason, the talking traffic's not one way. Anyway, I said the other day, I'm still not sure how I feel about doing this. Comfortable enough. And okay, well, I'm doing it that way. I'm not sure how it would be when I want to go somewhere else, because I definitely don't want to be walking and talking. It's okay for short pieces, but not for a proper video. I quite like to set the camera up in such a way that it looks like somebody else is filming me. Not for this type of thing, but it's like a little game. Like you're making a little movie. Put the camera over there, you walk towards it, walk by it, then you stop, go switch it off, turn it around, point it in a different direction, then the cameraman's run round to a different direction, caught you walking away somewhere else. Then you stop, go back, then you run away in front, put the camera in front, and then you're still walking towards wherever you're going. The cameraman's now in front of you. It's a bit of a game, but I think it makes a bit more interesting when you watch the video. And it's interesting. It's more interesting to the most important person. That's me. And I see you doing it that way. I think if I didn't do that, there wouldn't be really much point in doing it, because that's all part of the hobby, the fun. Videography is one thing, and I watch all these other guys that make cinematic videos. And these guys are really good. Maybe one day. But all the ones I watch, I never ever seen any movies that they've actually made. There's only one girl that I've ever seen, something Tan her name is, and I've watched quite a few of her videos. That she does it almost like a documentary style, a day in the life of her, and she's got thousands and thousands of viewers. Megan Tan her name is. She does a lot of her movies in a kind of documentary style when she's went to visit, say, Hong Kong or something. But she's got the camera across the road, watching her doing something, and you're not seeing her setting it up. Whereas a lot of the people that are actually showing you the videos, I've never seen a long video of them or a long cinematic movie of them. You just see little clips showing you how to do certain moves, and at the end of the video they'll maybe show you a 1 minute clip of how the video turned out. If you're trying to make a little movie, you can expand all that. But I'd love to see how their movies actually looked, because when you look in the profile and go through, it's all training. They're teaching you how to do stuff. So they get thousands upon thousands of views. I've never actually sat and watched maybe like a 10-minute movie that they've created. Some of these guys as well, they're that well established in YouTube. They've got a team. So you've got the team that will actually do videos of people. But the ones I like to watch are the solo creators. To be honest, a lot of it that's showing is just common sense. Anyway, a week of vlogging. I didn't think I'd have lasted this long. Yeah, I'm still quite enjoying it. And as long as I'm enjoying what I'm doing, it doesn't really matter to anybody else. So, sorry if you think that's me saying it doesn't matter what you think. But it doesn't really. Because if you don't like, you just won't watch again. If you like a little bit, maybe you'll pop back. And then if you're curious, maybe you'll hang around to see what else happens. Well, all my stuff's not going to be in the land here. I like to go to visit the local places. There's some quite okay temples here. I was watching a video yesterday of a guy and his family. So his family are left with the kids are left with the gran and granddad, and the young couple are away to a different part of. They're doing a 6-day tour along the Mekong River, and it's quite good to see where they're going. But he made a statement yesterday and saying that he was up visiting this temple. It's a lovely temple, and he was saying that if he put the word temple, if he puts the word temple in his title, it indicates that it's about going to a temple. He said that the viewers drop, and I really don't get that. I don't know what people want to see if they're looking at someone that's in Thailand and are not interested to see anything with a temple. It's one of the more fascinating things about Thailand. And obviously the people, the food, there's lots and lots of fascinating things about Thailand. But temples are one of them. No. So if you're one of these people that don't like watching temples, you'll not be watching many of my videos. It's not that many temples close to me here. It's a few. And I've been to them. One of them I went to and I made a video. This is long before YouTube. It's quite a nice video. I quite liked it. Then I revisited it. It's getting a new extension built on, and it's getting built around. They put a big column in and put a Buddha on top of it, and then they've built all the structure around the Buddha. So the Buddha's been in it before there was walls and a roof or anything. Then they use these big, huge logs that are piled into the ground, and this is going to support the roof. So I will be visiting that one again, and when I go, the video that I previously made, I will redo it a little bit to accommodate part of me talking, and also to show the new part, because I like to see when there's something getting built, I like to see the progress. Sometimes it's rapid, sometimes it takes a while. Anyway, I'm going to finish my banana, my coffee, and pouring water. Just give them a bit of water, plus a few other ones. They should take okay, hopefully. Right, just about to head out, see if I can get another couple of plants. So the house on the right here is my other half's brother's. He's been building it very slowly. And straight in front of me now is a little community building. And the ladies in there, they make silk, they weave, they still weave. And I'm actually going to go in because I brought some shortbread biscuits from Scotland. And I know there's some people like to get just a little gift. So these ladies, this will share for their coffees when they get their coffees. Well, I'm pleased to say the ladies like their biscuits. Well, they've not tasted them yet, obviously, but they're very happy with the small gift. My miniature roses. Take a look at them. Yeah, I quite like the look of this one. No flowers, just a nice leafy colour. Leo. And these little white flowers will turn into eggplants. The round variety, I can see. These are also eggplants. What I'm hoping from these ones are that they are the big purple ones. And these ones I'm hoping are chilies. Well, today is day 6 of my little garden saga. My diet for today has failed miserably. I've still had nothing since breakfast. Lotus, they do rotisserie chickens quite a lot, and they're very nice, but they seldom do the little drumsticks. And I just happened to be walking past and noticed these in. They were still cooking when I seen them, so I hope they cooked them properly. But they made me wait for them. No, I didn't have to wait, but I've had these before and they were absolutely delicious. A little bit spicy. But I would have these before I would have a KFC any day. Right, got my shopping, got milk, etc. And some pork. Well, for anyone that stayed through, you'll have seen a little bit of Sarakham. Bye bye crap. Bye for me.